Welcome to this week's edition of Red Devil Roundup, and today we are looking at the girls soccer team here at Owensboro High School. I'll go ahead and let my first player introduce herself.
I'm Kelsey Hamm. I'm a senior.
Keely, what position do you play for Owensboro right now?
Defensive center mid.
Defensive center mid. So you're on the back side of it, trying to keep obviously the ball out of your guys' zone. Kind of talk about what goes into that.
There's a lot of controlling in the back center of the field. My partner is usually Elizabeth Gordon or Cameron Pulliam, and we kind of have to stay in sort of a triangular shape and just make sure we're keeping the whole team in a certain shape the whole time.
What does it take to be a defender? You know, it seems like obviously the people that score all the goals get a lot of the glory, but I mean, you guys are the ones preventing the goals, and obviously in soccer you want to have as few as possible from a defensive aspect.
Yeah, it takes a lot of patience. I'm not the best defender, but I'm actually used to scoring a lot as well. But defense definitely takes a lot of patience, because if you don't go in at the right time, then it's going to be bad.
Kind of talk about the team this year. Y'all have been young for a while. You're starting to get some age now. You're starting to get some girls that have been out here for a while. How important is that you get some older girls out here this year?
Oh, it's definitely important. Just like what you said, our younger girls, the majority of our younger girls came from a United team. They had all been on a select team and grew up with each other. And now that they're older, some of them are juniors and sophomores. So now that we have that age and they've got the speed of the game down, they definitely know the speed of the game better.
Sure. Well, Keely, is there anything else that you'd want to add?
Go Red Devils.
All right. Coming up right after the break, we'll hear from our next girls soccer player. And we're back here on Red Devil Roundup. I'll go ahead and let my next player introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gordon. I'm a senior.
Elizabeth, what position do you play out here for the Lady Devils?
I play one of the attacking center mids.
One of the attacking center mids. What does that mean for somebody who's not familiar with soccer?
Attacking, it's more of offensive, so whenever we try to control the ball, but usually we push forward and we try to play the ball to our outside mids or our forwards.
Kind of talk about what we can expect from the season this far.
We can expect a lot of speed. We have a lot of fast girls, and I think we have matured a lot, and I think you'll see a lot of control of the ball and a lot of possession.
Obviously, since Coach Pulliam took over, he's really tried to get this program back where it was. Obviously, a lot of tradition here at Owensboro High School with soccer, both boys and girls. Kind of talk about, what you've seen change since he's taken over.
I think he's focused on the youth of the team, and now since we have a couple of years under our belt with him, I think that helps us. It helps us in the long run, and I think it's just overall good for the Owensboro Red Devils and the soccer team. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, is there anything else that you'd want to add about the season or anything? I'm sure obviously y'all would appreciate a large crowd to come out and support you guys this year.
Yes, we do need a large crowd, because I think you will be surprised what we have in store.
All right, coming up right after the break, we'll hear from our next soccer player here at Owensboro. And we're back here on Red Devil Roundup looking at the girls soccer team at Owensboro High School. I'll go ahead and let my next player introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Frances Seaton.
Frances, what position do you play for the Lady Devils?
I am a goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper. Frances, as far as this season, what are some of y'all's expectations? I know y'all have been a young team. You're starting to get some age now, starting to get some experience. What are expectations like this year?
We definitely want to win the first round of district. That's a big deal, and DC is our biggest rival. We play them on Monday, so we definitely want to beat them.
Absolutely. What's it going to take? I mean, what do you all have to do here on the practice field to get ready for a team like that?
Well, obviously we have to work on our skills, but I think a big part of it is just being a team and really working together. I mean, you can't expect to beat a team like Davis County without working together and just really being sisters.
Why is communication such a big deal in soccer?
Well, obviously we all have different roles, and if one person just steps up and says, I'm going to run the whole way, it's not going to work. You have to work together and pass it back and forth and work as a team to get it down to the goal.
One thing we haven't talked about yet with some of the other players is this surface. Obviously, it's unlike most of the surfaces y'all play on here in Owensboro, really even in the state. What's it like playing on a field like this, at a high school level?
Yeah, we're definitely spoiled, actually. Yeah, when you play on this field and then you get on the grass, sometimes it's hard and physically it can be enduring to have to go to another field and play. But being here, I mean, it's really great to be able to practice on this and just have the comfort of the cushion when you fall.
How is it different? How does the ball travel on is it a little faster on this surface?
Yeah, there's a lot less friction here, and being a goalkeeper, it's a lot easier on me because I slide easier, so I can take out players a lot easier than I can on a dirt ground.
Sure. Is there anything else, Francis, that you'd want to add about this upcoming season? I'm sure you gals would appreciate the support.
Yeah, I just want us to have an awesome student section this year because it really gets us hype, and that's how we really win our games.
And we're back here on Red Devil Roundup previewing the girls soccer team here at Owensboro High School. I'll go ahead and let my next player introduce herself.
I'm Skylar Hilton. I'm a senior.
Skylar, what position do you play here for the Lady Devils?
I do mostly right mid, and then I do some center mid.
Do some center mid as well. So you're into the action a little bit, trying to score some goals, obviously, for the Lady Devils.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about this season. I mean, we're getting ready to get started. Obviously, it's a good competition here in the city of Owensboro.
I think we're going to be really good this year, actually. I mean, we have a lot of talent individually, and we just need to work on working together a little bit more. But I think once we get that, we'll be really, really good.
You mentioned a little bit some of the keys to success for this season here in the upcoming weeks. Talk a little bit about what goes into practice. How do y'all get better out here?
We've conditioned a lot this year, which means like we run all the time. And we do a lot of foot skills. We do a lot of shooting to help us a lot.
Why is shooting important? I mean, somebody might look at this goal. I mean, it's hard to put the ball in there. I mean, it looks big, but I mean, it's also a big field, it seems like.
Yeah, it's hard to get it right around the goalie because, I mean, most people, when they want to kick it, just kind of go straight to the goalie. But you have to know how to put it into the corners. You have to know how to, like, calm yourself when you're up there and just pass it right into the goal.
It's your senior season. Obviously, you have big expectations. What kind of legacy do you want this team to leave here at Owensboro?
I want to put a lot of heart into Owensboro. I want to put more confidence, knowing that we can be a lot better than most people think we are. And, yeah, that's basically it.
Well, coming up right after the break, we'll hear from the head coach of the girls soccer team here at Owensboro High School. And we're back here on Red Devil Roundup looking at the girls soccer team here at Owensboro High School. I'll go ahead and let my next guest introduce himself.
My name's Scott Pulliam, the head coach of the girls soccer team.
Scott, you have a tradition here at Owensboro High School, especially you specifically. I happen to know that you've scored more goals than any other guy here, so obviously soccer is something you care about and it's something that's in your blood here.
Absolutely. I was born and raised in Owensboro, or lived in Owensboro most of my life. OHS is dear and near to my heart. So, but I did play for Owensboro. Was fortunate to play on some great teams back in the late '80s. So, did score several goals, but had a lot of help, anyways.
Absolutely. Obviously, soccer's a team sport. It's all about setting the next person up. With this team that you see out here this year, I know you took over the program, a couple of years ago?
I did. I've been here. This will be my 5th season. This season.
Soccer is something that you really have to play together for a long time to get good at it. And I know you've had several young players, but now they're starting to age a little bit. Kind of talk about how important that is to be successful at the high school level.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this team, we're excited about this group this year. This is probably the first year that I've had, in my career as a coach, that we feel like that we're putting 11 players on the field that can play, so we're excited about that. As far as experience in the young players, I mean, the good thing about this team that we have is that we lost one senior from last year. We started I think 6 freshmen, so they gained a lot of experience. So we're excited about it.
Obviously, girls soccer, very competitive sport. Usually all the high schools around here field some pretty good teams. What are the keys to success for this upcoming season?
Well, I mean, the keys for us is to stay healthy because we're not real deep as a team. But I think they've gained enough experience over the last couple of years that they know that they can compete. We've kind of been psychologically have lost before we stepped on the field with a couple of teams: Davis County, Ohio County, Owensboro Catholic. So we're We're very excited. I mean, I think that they're over that. I think these girls have the confidence to step on the field and not be beat before they get on the field. So I think that's going to be a good step for us.
Historically, Owensboro girls teams especially, I know this from a little bit of family experience, they're pretty aggressive. They go at it. They want to win. Do you see that with this team as well?
Absolutely. I mean, we have some some girls that are pretty tough. It varies, but for the most part, any girl that plays soccer is going to be tough, in general. So we're, I think with our team overall, we've got some toughness. We got a couple players that kind of take the lead in that department. So I feel good about it.
Soccer somewhat can be kind of a quiet sport from a spectator's point, but when you have people in the stands cheering you on, yelling for you, I mean, obviously, do you think that helps the team play a little better?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that any time that we can get a big crowd out to the field, it does give the players that extra, that extra excitement as they step on the field. So no, I think as many fans as we can get, it helps. It's definitely a positive thing.
When can they come out? When's y'all's first home game here at Shively?
We play Monday night. This Monday night, the 19th, we play Davis County, which is, they are a powerhouse in the city and the state. So it's exciting to have them. It's probably not our best choice of first matches, but we're excited to play Davis County. They're fun to play against. They're very well coached and they're talented. But we're excited about it. We think that we can compete, and we're looking forward to it.
What time does that kick off, varsity?
We do. We play at 7 o'clock varsity on Monday night, the 19th, here at Shively Park.
Was there anything else that you want to let people know at home as far as the team? I guess, the big message is come out and support you guys. Oh,
absolutely. I mean, I think anytime, I know girls soccer is not the most popular sport in Owensboro and certainly in our school system, but these girls have worked hard. They've worked hard the last 2 or 3 weeks, and so they deserve to have some fan support, and we do encourage the fans to come out.
Well, that'll do it for this week's edition of Red Devil Roundup. For the Owensboro Public School System, I'm Dave Kirk. Thanks for watching.